What's up, beautiful souls? Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Venus. I am a Reiki Master Energy Healer, and I will be sending you Reiki throughout this message. So if you are willing to receive unconditional love and healing at this time, please say yes out loud or in your mind's eye. So I do have a quick message coming in from Source. I am outside, 22 when I said that. I am outside. So the message is about love, about relationships, any kind. So love, business, family, friends. So what I'm being told is if you are in a relationship, any kind of relationship, like I said, family, friends, lovers, business, if you are confused in whether you should stay in this relationship or not, the answer is probably no. Love is not confusing, is what I'm being told. So there are three things that are coming through that make for a good relationship: communication, reciprocity, and trust. And if any of your relationships do not have these things, then you should probably not be in this relationship. Now, some relationships are here for a season, some are here for a lifetime, like family, some are here to come and go. Some are lessons and some are blessings. Even the lessons, I'm being told, are blessings. Okay, so basically, let's talk about it. Okay, so reciprocity. Reciprocity is when there is equal give and take. Bug confirmation. Um, so 50-50, right? 50-50. It could be 50-50. As long as you're giving and taking and there's not just one person constantly giving and another person taking, right? So, some days it'll be 50-50. Other days it'll be 80-20. Other days it could be 30-70. It could be opposite, right? It could be they have 90, I have 10. I have 20, they have 80, As long as it's back and forth and it is reciprocal, giving and taking, right? That makes for a good relationship. If you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter if it's love, business, um, family, friends. If these things are not present, then these relationships should not be in your life, okay? Confirmation with the bird. So, communication. So you should be able to have good communication between each other, right? Meaning accountability. Both people should be able to take accountability for the things that they've done, for the things that they're responsible for, right? So if you are in a relationship and that person is never, it's always your fault, it's always your fault, they never do anything wrong, then there's a problem there, and that's very toxic, okay? And Source is basically saying that the three things, that's so all he said, he, she, they, it, the Source is saying to have a good relationship, you have to have reciprocity, honesty, and good communication. Yeah. So if you are in a relationship and that person is never being truthful, there's a red flag there, right? And another thing, so relationships take time. Trust is not given, it's earned. And once you've lost that trust in a relationship, it is really, really, really hard to get that back. Unfortunately, you probably will never get that back. So if you are, any kind of relationship, even a friendship, if you find that you can't trust your friend, you're probably not meant to have that person in your life. So a lot of the times we have relationships where we learn lessons and they end up being blessings. So I'm going to give you kind of an example. I was in a relationship for like 14 years and yeah, it wasn't a great relationship. I mean, at first I thought it was, right? Then I realized there's no reciprocity, one, there's no communication, two, and I could not trust that person for the life of me. That's three. So You know, if you have to go and ask somebody else, like a friend or a tarot reader or anybody, should I be in this relationship? If you are even questioning it, then no, you should not be in that relationship. Because like Source is saying, love is not confusing. It's not. It's not confusing. Love is happiness, right? I mean, obviously you go through your ups and downs, and no relationship is perfect. But when there's good communication and both parties are taking accountability for their part in the relationship, then it makes it easy, right? So don't rush into relationships, right? Friend, business, love, it doesn't matter what it is. Don't rush into that relationship. I mean, you can rush all you want. It's not going to make it go any better, any faster, right? Trusting someone takes time. And you can try to trust somebody, but as soon as they show you who they are, meaning as soon as they show you that they can't be trusted, know that they're telling you the truth. They cannot be trusted. And like I said before, if you can't trust somebody in a relationship, you'll never be able to trust them. You know, people do change, and I understand that. But why would you want to put yourself through that and wait and wait and wait for people to change who obviously aren't going to change? Sometimes it takes them losing you for them to realize that they had something good. And unfortunately, there's no coming back from that, right? So, like I was saying before, some people come in our lives for lessons, right? And in that relationship that I was in, it was definitely lessons. I had to learn self love and boundaries, and that I won't accept less than I deserve. And that's another thing that's coming through. Not to settle for less. So, you know yourself and you know your values and your morals. And if your morals and your values are high, then you shouldn't be settling for less. So basically, that's the message. I hope that this clarifies anything for anybody. You know, it's not an easy message. You know, some people don't want to hear it. They want to hear that the person they're with is perfect and this and that and that and this. But those are the three main components in a relationship, whether it's love, friendship, family, even business, right? If there's no reciprocity, no good communication, and no trust, unfortunately, it's just not meant for you, right? It's not meant to be. So be grateful for the lessons that you do have, for the relationships that you did have, that you were in, and learn the lesson and treat yourself better. You know, you deserve better. 800 when I said that. So I send you all so much love and peace. And I hope that this found you in a great way. And I hope you're not going to be confused over relationships. I send you all my love and my peace. And until next time, namaste. Bye.